When I was talking about the people jumping down the throat of people saying pray for Palestine, specifically, I'm talking about Strickland going at Bilal Muhammad for saying that. Bilal Muhammad says, pray for Palestine. Sean Strickland says, you ignorant, durba. And here's the thing. I completely understand why Sean Strickland said that. Because at first glance, that is a natural reaction, right? What Hamas did is barbaric beyond any comprehension. And anybody who is a man and has even one, drop of balls, has any balls whatsoever, is looking at the videos of what those guys did, and you're like, let's kill everyone. Let's kill them all, dude. Let's kill them all. And so when Bilal Muhammad says, pray for Palestine, what it sounds like he's saying, pray for Hamas. That's not what he said. That is absolutely not what he said. Now, why are we mad? Why are we mad? We're mad because innocent people got killed. That's what makes us so mad. Okay, well, what's he saying? He's praying for the unarmed, innocent people who are going to inevitably get killed when Israel responds. That's what he's saying. So it's like a perfect microcosm of everything wrong with humanity and how people go to war over dumb stuff, because you're saying the exact same thing. Literally, Strickland and Bilal are saying the same exact thing. And somehow they're talking past each other. Now, I've been in Miami all weekend. I didn't know anything about this Israel and Palestine situation. And so yesterday I got caught up on some stuff, and I watched a video with Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate. And I thought this was an extremely notable video. These guys have brass balls. Bottom line, dude. I've talked about some of the things that they've said before. I tricked this girl and I got her. I took away her resources so that she has no options but just to come to me and then get naked on camera. And I'm like, dude, if there was a gasoline fire or jet fuel fire and all I had to do was push this guy into it, I would push him into it and just laugh while he burned to death. I have no sympathy for that. You're not going to talk your way around that with me. That person that said that, I'd throw him in a fire for sure. But it's a long time ago. This right here, I have respect for the guys that are talking in this video. Bottom line, especially Tristan. Tristan says a lot of things that I was like, man, I am very aligned to that. But it takes balls for you to say that, given your situation. So I want to jump into this. I want to show you guys some of this stuff, and that's what we're going to do. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that. I appreciate you guys joining the fast-growing channel, and like this video if you want. I also want to thank the sponsor of this video, Sheath Underwear, the best underwear on earth. I'm wearing them right now. I stick my whatever in the sheath. It's super comfortable. We're going from hot to cold. I love these pairs of underwear. Also, we run a Jordans giveaway every month. And you know what? I got to pick the winner for last month, I just realized. So we're going to do that this week. But for this month, I haven't even announced one yet. So I got no entries. So if you want to be entered to win a pair of Jordans this month, go ahead and go on sheathunderwear.com. Use the promo code FIRE. Send the receipt to realjesseonfire@gmail.com, and you will be entered to win a pair of J's. So that's what it is. Now, let's jump straight into this thing and start talking about this. All right. So here are the Tate brothers talking about Israel and Palestine in a very commendable way, in my opinion, because, well, I'll tell you why. We're going to walk through it.
And a lot of people are interested in my opinion because I have been caught giving tens of thousands of dollars to the Palestinian people, mainly Palestinian children, Palestinian schools, people who will be casualties of this war. And I'd like to explain myself, not that I owe anyone an explanation as to who and where I put my money. It's my money. But second of all...
And I just want to say, for this guy who just spent 6 months in jail for things that seem to be related to their effect on the global stage, to admit that he's giving money to anyone, especially Palestine, seems very ballsy to me. Seems very, very ballsy. But when he says why he's giving money to them, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm down with that. And this is coming from someone who just watched the videos of them paragliding into a dance, like a Coachella in Israel, and killing a bunch of innocent people. I saw a video of a girl getting thrown into the back of a car by a bunch of these coward shitheads while she's so afraid that she had shit her pants, and she's zip tied, and they throw her into the back of the car while they're all cheering and yelling in her face. I was like, dude, you can put a smart bomb up their fucking ass. Every one of these guys. All of them. Wipe them off the map, dude. And at the same time, as we talk about Tristan Tate giving money to Palestine, I am fully aligned with that. Seems like, you know what I mean? It's like, doesn't seem like people are capable of these kind of more nuanced opinions. And so I wanted to, let's listen to what he says here.
Well, as a Christian, I would like to explain why I'm donating so much money for infrastructure, food, and education in Palestine. First and foremost, those idiots who say that's not real charity because the money's taken by Hamas. And one, I own the charity. I know where the money goes. It's my charity. I know where the money goes, and I only work with trusted people. One, first and foremost. Two, I guess the only real point I have to make besides it's my money, don't ask me questions, is as follows. This war, there's been civilians killed on both sides. There are civilians killed on both sides, and I detest the killing of any civilian, as do most men of God. Any civilian on either side. But the fact of the matter, the simple fact of the matter is this. When the fighting ends, if the fighting ends, there will still be Israeli children and there will be Palestinian children. Israeli children will have access to education. Israeli children will have running water. Israeli children will have food in their stomachs with all the might and money that Israel has and all the support it has from around the world, places like the United States. Whereas when this war is over, or if the fighting dies down, there will be Palestinian children who will not have access to education, who will not have access to clean drinking water, who will not have access to food. So I've decided to donate money to help those children out. In the very same way that regardless of what your opinions are on the Russia-Ukraine war, and everyone knows my opinions, I still, despite my dislike of the Ukrainian government and the money given to its regime, and despite my understanding of why the war actually happened, I went up to the border loads of times with food and coats and clothes because women and kids were being displaced.
Okay, so you guys get the point there, right? That you guys get the point. He's taking care of kids is what he's doing, right? And that, to me, is one of those things that, I detest simple-minded thinking. Like, there's actually nothing on earth that I dislike more than simple-minded ideas. I'll give you some examples related to this right here. So people say that Tristan Tate got caught giving money to Palestine. And they're like, oh my, can you believe that he supported people killing civilians? You're like, what are you talking about? Like, Palestine, these are, how many people actually did? Hamas did this, okay? They can all die as far as I'm concerned. Every one of them. Anybody that knew about this, anyone who planned it, anyone who was down with this, anyone who gave a green light to people flying over a border and then killing a bunch of women who were innocent, unarmed, and dancing, killing parents who were running and trying to save their babies. I don't care what happens to them. They can die the worst deaths ever. As a matter of fact, if I'm being totally honest, after I watched those videos, I went and watched smart bomb videos of Israeli munitions just lighting people up, just wiping them off the earth. And I was like, this is what I needed. Honestly, that's how I felt. And honestly, since we're thinking about simple-minded ideas, I actually want to share a complex idea with you guys just for a second, because I think that my reaction to those videos as being introspective demonstrates one of the main flaws in the human condition, which is when we see things that are evil, sometimes people who are not evil are very supportive of evil reactions, right? Okay, guys, so you paraglided into Coachella in Israel and killed 800 or 900 innocent people, and now you have the whole world going, oh my God, the Gaza's on fire. It's on fire. They blew up the whole city. And I'm like, who are you blaming for that exactly? You're blaming Israel for that? What did you think they were going to do? Like, what did you think they were going to do? What did you think they were going to do if they did a thing like that? And then you got to take a step back and you're like, okay, you don't like simple-minded thinking, so look at this more broadly. And it's like they're praying for women and children in the Gaza Strip. And it's like, right. They're also, why are you yelling at them? I'm like, you're right. You're right. You know what I mean? You're right. People are like, pray for Palestine. And your knee-jerk reaction is like, are you serious? Pray for Palestine. Look at what they did over there. And it's like, guys, think about it. Think about what they're saying. They didn't say pray for Hamas. They didn't say yay Hamas. They said pray for Palestine, which is where Israel inevitably was going to go and light the world on fire. Right? They're going to go light the world on fire. Of course they're going to. And so me acknowledging that it was an inevitable response doesn't mean that anyone is out of alignment saying pray for Palestine. That's a good, correct thing to say. You know what I mean? You want their women and children to die? Of course not. Now, if you want to go step by step, who's responsible for this? That's not very hard to walk into. You know what I mean? That's pretty easy. Israel is. No, they're not. Well, they're the ones that are killing people now. Right. Because Hamas flew into their country and killed 900 women and innocent people that were there unarmed. What are they supposed to do? Of course they're going to do that. And people who are supporting it because they saw these videos like I did, it's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm okay with them blowing things up because I know that they don't have any choice. But it's like, how can you be all right with that when you know there are going to be like now new unarmed people who are going to die as a result of that? And you kind of fall, you end up in this like circular logic situation. Really, all you can do is just say the following: I will help women and children if I have the ability to do that. Which is what Tristan Tate was actually doing. He's not giving money to Hamas. He's giving money to kids in Palestine who are not going to have, who don't and won't have schools, won't have water, won't have food, etc. So anybody railing on Tristan Tate for giving money to Palestine is out of their mind, dude. If he's telling the truth about where it went. I mean, why on earth would he? He's obviously not giving it to Hamas. So we could say the following, right? These Hamas guys are A, absolute utter evil garbage. B, stupid as, unless they know something I don't know. You know what I mean? Unless you know something I don't know, you guys are fucking idiots. And this is going to end up being 100 times worse for you than it is for them. Why would you do that? And here's the other thing that I heard people saying over and over and over about this, and this is just true. If Israel laid down all of their weapons, they would get slaughtered instantly. That's exactly what would happen. If Israel was like, we don't have a military anymore, they would get invaded and slaughtered instantly. If Palestine just laid down all of their weapons, what would happen? Peace. Okay? That's what would happen. They'd have peace. No one's getting slaughtered. They're not going to go in and slaughter all the Palestinians. That's just not something that's going to happen. Doesn't mean one side is right and one side's wrong, but that seems to be a very notable fact. So everyone supporting Israel they deserve support. They were the victims of a horrendous crime. And let me say this too. Any of these people that were like, woo, yay, oh my God, they invaded and they killed them, about them going into Israel and doing this. You guys are the worst kind of just gutter trash. Okay? Because you want to know what that means? It means you don't even understand the world at all. You're cheering for, because a lot of them are girls, I saw Mia Khalifa did that. She got kicked off Playboy. She's having some serious backlash, It's like, hey, Mia Khalifa, what do you think? Like, who are you in this story? You know what I mean? Hey, Mia Khalifa, you're stoked? Why? Because you grew up in Lebanon, so you like identify with the Muslim side? That's who you think you are in this story, you fucking idiot? You know who you are in this story? You're one of these fucking half-naked girls that was dancing at Coachella and got your fucking head blown off. Or you got kidnapped, and then, I don't know what happens to you, dude. Something real bad. Something bad. That's who you are. You think that you're on the Palestinian side? You are a fucking rave goer who was dead. That's who you are. So cheer it on, you fucking ignorant moron. Anyway, let's continue the video and let's see what else that they said. I have no idea if I'm going to post this in public or on members only.
And women and kids were coming across the border to Romania, so the women and kids needed my help. And I don't care if a child is a Hindu, a Jew, a Christian, a Muslim, or an atheist, if anywhere in the world there are children in lack of food, water, clean clothes, education, where possible, there will be Tristan Tate and his money. And don't tell me where to send my cash. Understand?
See what I mean? This is what I'm saying. When they're talking about helping women, I'm like, I like these guys. And I love the fact that they have the balls to say it. It's the same reason why I hate these guys when I listen to the things that they were saying 6 years ago about tricking women into camming. You know, that like, why would I, this is what I'm saying is like, they appear to not be the same people. At least they're saying the exact opposite things. I don't care how genuine they are. All I care about is what they're saying now because they have tremendous influence. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether they're genuine or not is totally irrelevant to me. If they're only doing this because it makes them money, I don't care. I don't care. They are extremely influential people. So when they say good stuff, I'm down with it, dude. Now, also, I wanted to say this. When I was talking about the people jumping down the throat of people saying pray for Palestine, specifically, I'm talking about Strickland going at Bilal Muhammad for saying that. Bilal Muhammad says pray for Palestine. Sean Strickland says, you ignorant, durba, 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 durba. And here's the thing. I completely understand why Sean Strickland said that. Because at first glance, that is a natural reaction, right? What Hamas did is barbaric beyond any comprehension. And anybody who is a man and has even one like drop of balls, has any balls whatsoever, is looking at the videos of what those guys did and you're like, let's kill everyone. Let's kill them all, dude. Let's kill them all. And so when Bilal Muhammad says, pray for Palestine, what it sounds like to your initial simpleton way of looking at it, mine too, is like, are you serious? It sounds like he's saying, pray for Hamas. That's not what he said. That is absolutely not what he said. Now, why are we mad? You know, why are we mad? We're mad because innocent people got killed. That's what makes us so mad. Okay, well, what's he saying? He's praying for the unarmed, innocent people who are going to inevitably get killed when Israel responds. That's what he's saying. So that's what, I mean, it's like a perfect microcosm of everything wrong with humanity and how people go to war over dumb stuff because you're saying the exact same thing. Literally, Strickland and Bilal are saying the same exact thing. And somehow they're talking past each other. Now, I've probably been talking long enough about this, honestly. I don't really have a whole lot to say other than anything that you could do to help women and children is good as far as I'm concerned. Tristan Tate giving money to people is good if it's intended to go towards women and children and helping them. Now, the rest of this video, if you guys want to take a look at it yourselves, Andrew Tate is, he goes real hard at Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson has gone very hard at Tristan, both of them, I think, but mostly Andrew Tate. He's gone hard at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate goes hard back at Jordan Peterson. I would imagine Jordan's not going to like this video. He's not going to like it at all. He is, man, if you put those two guys in a debate, it would be a bloodbath. A fucking bloodbath. Because those two guys might be the two best debaters I've ever seen. I mean, Ben Shapiro, but like in its different way. Like Ben Shapiro, it's like facts, logic. Those two guys, Andrew Tate and Jordan, know exactly how to attack other people to really get under their skin. And they are two of the smartest guys I've ever seen talk, ever. So I would be very fascinated to watch that. If you want to see Andrew Tate go at Jordan Peterson, you should give that a look. I am going to stop talking about this before I say things that I probably shouldn't because, you know, anytime, I don't know. I mean, whatever. That's probably enough. Love you guys. Bye. Subscribe to the channel.